the new Superman. I didn't care for that. The Superman versus Batman thing, I see what they're trying to do there. The trailer left me a little cold. I'll still go see it, but I'm curious. Anyways, I really wanted to see what Daredevil was like, because Daredevil, I think, was created. I have to check my comic book history a little bit. Daredevil, I think, was created as a response to Batman. If you look at the origins of their two stories, both suffer childhood trauma and the loss of a parent through crime. And both grow up to be these guys that don't have superpowers. But, well, no, Daredevil kind of does, because he loses his sight and he's got sort of like, he's like a bat. Another Batman parallel. But he kind of sees in a super heightened way, even though he's blind, through sort of like a sonar type of situation, and sort of better hearing than a dog. And am I making myself clear, Funkhauser? He's got heightened senses. That's the comic book explanation of it. Daredevil has heightened senses as a result of being blinded by a chemical spill as a kid, and his father was killed as a result of. Yeah, because he's a lawyer. But then he goes out and he just beats ass. Like, he's a very violent superhero. He's a very dark, scary, violent superhero like Batman was. And when you do a dark, violent superhero adaptation and give it to Disney, that gives you cause for pause. But for whatever reason, they managed to get Daredevil on Netflix. And you know what? I wasn't sure at first, but 4 episodes in, I'm pretty stuck into it. It is super, super graphic and super violent, but that's exactly how the Daredevil comic books were drawn back in the day. So I'm happy to see that they're staying true to that part of the concept. Very curious to get through that. What are you binge watching at the moment?
Who, me?
Yeah,
I finished Louie. I finished Kim Possible.
The cartoon?
Or what's it? Kim. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, not Kim Possible.
Oh, yeah.
I always get that confused.
I watched The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt in one weekend. I thought that was really, really good.
Yeah. And I think I'm all caught up.
Holy crap. Sorry.
What
Wait
happened?
a second. Did you see, what's the name of the doctor that the plastic surgeon that they're lampooning? Kimmy Schmidt gets taken to her boss's plastic surgeon, and he wants to give her a new head.
Was that Martin Short?
Martin Short, but he was playing a plastic surgeon. To Google you go, Funkhauser. Let's get the full story on this one, because I don't want to be vague about it. But the guy who they were lampooning on that show committed suicide shortly thereafter, and people are suggesting it might have been because he was so sort of the send up on the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Might have been what pushed him over the edge. Like, people think he killed himself, I think, and people are saying it was that was the final straw, which is kind of extremely dark and unfortunate. And if that's in any way, shape, or form true, man, I can't imagine how Tina Fey must feel about it. Yeah,
Google's loading here, but it seems like you're correct in that thing. Do you want to know his real name and stuff? He was.
Yeah. What was his name?
It was a send up of Madonna's famed New York dermatologist. Dr. Frederick Brandt. And if you see pictures, they look exactly the same.
Exactly the same as the send-up of him? Yeah. And he did kill himself, right?
I think so. I can't... Page 6 does not report that, but this may be an old article.
What was his name?
Dr. Frederick Brandt. Frederick with a C.
Frederick...
Yeah, Frederick Brandt. B-R-A-N-D-T. Brandt.
Okay. Dead.
Is that the third word you're using for a search?
Yep. That was the first thing that came up. Oh, yeah. He hanged himself on April 5th.
Oh.
That's very, very sad. Yeah. No, I'm gonna leave that one alone, but oh, man.
That's the danger of writing a real-ish character into a series.
I wonder how Tina Fey feels about that one, because if it was if it was what pushed him over the edge. I mean, look, nobody commits suicide because people make fun of them once. It's part of a much larger situation. But first and foremost, if you are in any way, shape, or form thinking of harming yourself in any way, please seek the appropriate help. I'm not going to do that stupid macho thing where I'm like, it's the coward's way out. You take away your pain, but you give so much to so many more people. You really, really do. You really do. So if you are ever feeling like you might do anything to harm yourself, please, 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 please get the appropriate help. I'm asking you personally. But man, what a cross to bear for Tina Fey, because nobody, like that's one isolated event doesn't make that happen. But I wonder if she feels like, she provided the impetus for it. I don't know. It's got to be an awfully, awfully weird one. Hey, what a depressing way to start the week. Let's get back to the news, Funkhauser.
Okay. In uplifting news, Unfriended hit theaters this week. The cheapest horror movie ever. Yeah,
Unfriended. It's about what happens to you when you start sharing your political opinions on Facebook with me. I feel bad for saying that. I just can't. People that,
it really went. It really went crazy this week, though, didn't it? Hill Dog for president.
I think this is an election that will be won online. It really is. And it's the first one of its kind, and it's only going to get more so as we go further and further. But the important thing to recognize, when you are posting whatever, whether it's a Star Wars movie trailer or the Batman versus Superman movie trailer, or whether it's your support for a particular political candidate, understand that marketing companies love social media because they used to have to advertise to their consumers. Now they have the consumers do the advertising for them. You are part of making someone an awful lot of money when you do this. Just bear that in mind when you share your opinions on your favorite products online. Don't be a patsy. To the place where I'm picking up the pen, and before I started, it's already a killer. When you know that you're good, I gotta say that it's a thriller. Hey, I do it my way, bitch. Taking advantage of the gifts, we gotta make it and pay to play. So what do you say, bitch? What do you say? You say that what I did just blew you away. I'm ripping you up, tearing you down, checking it out. Gonna be making a kick, cause that's what I am all about. I got clout, and I don't have to shout it, but I will cause I can help that I am buzzing about it. Check what I say, I only do it my way. Check what I say, I only do it my way. That's the way you do what we do. That's the way you do what we do. That's the way you do what we do. We do what we do. I'm running and jumping so I can say that I am giving it all that I got just to make you slam. I said what sham? There ain't no sham. Just let's beat to your feet from the fat fucking jam. My own mind, I gotta say I define anybody to be asking me the reason why I do what I do with this fucking fat crew. You're hearing it now, and it's gotta be getting through to you. Pumping it up just a little bit more, cause now is the time that I even the score. So just look around, there's no calm to be found as you move to the sound of the jam and you slam and I play. I only do it my way. I only do it my way. That's the way we do what we do. That's the way we do what we do. That's the way we do what we do. We do what we do. We do what we do. That's the way we do what we do. That's the way we do what we do. That's the way we do what we do. We do what we do. We do what we do. Yeah, what we do. Bring this on, come on. One more time, I'm gonna be getting my fix, cause I know what I am and I know that it kicks.
Delivering fascinating subjects, interesting talk, and boobs and fart jokes. AD on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, let's go. Let's cheer the hell up, shall we? That's right, I know this. You're nothing but a punk bitch. You're nothing but a punk bitch. So walk away, yeah. Alrighty then, Funkhauser, let's get through some news. What's going on?
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
The crazy guy.
Yeah.
He shaved half of his head.
Well, I think technically half of his hair chose no longer to be associated with Shia LaBeouf, but whatever. The guy's something just skeevy and creepy and weird about it. I get that a lot of people think he's talented. I don't know. You know what? He's one of those people. He's one of those actors that I can't see in a movie anymore because I'm like, oh, it's The Tool, as opposed to, he's buying in it. I can't buy into any character he ever portrays because I just see him as Shia LaBeouf, the idiot. Like, you know, that's like one of the things I loved so much about Leonardo DiCaprio for so long is like, besides the fact that he banged a long series of hot and cold running supermodels, you never really knew too much about his life. He was not a tabloidy guy. He wasn't out and about. You didn't know a whole lot about him. And it made it a lot easier to buy into his character when he was the Wolf of Wall Street, or made it much easier to... You ever seen that movie Catch Me If You Can?
Nope.
Oh my God, great movie. Really, really fantastic movie. And that much more compelling because it's based on a true story of a guy who was like an international con man. Basically just sort of like a shyster. And now does sort of like has a security firm teaching people how not to get bilked out of the money the way he did to people for a long, long time. But yeah, Catch Me If You Can. Leonardo DiCaprio is in that and does an incredible job at portraying this guy, and it's a true story. And if you needed any more encouragement to watch it, Christopher Walken plays his dad. So there's that. Anyways, go on.
Lindsay Lohan.
Speaking of people you can't see in movies because you know that they're too much of an S show in real life to buy into their characters. Go on, Lindsay Lohan, yes.
She says she's too busy for a man in her life.
The notable exceptions being Captain Morgan, Johnny Walker, and one Mr. James Beam. Go on.
Hey, Drake, he announced his U.S. tour dates.
Right. Due to herpes concerns, he will not be reappearing in Madonna's mouth. I could have thought that one out a little bit better, but you get the gist.
Do you see the picture of him going...
Oh my God!
Afterward?
Yeah, like the visible dry heave that happened afterwards, and he said he wasn't disgusted by it. I wonder if he was just surprised by it. You know, I don't know, but who knows? Maybe one day we'll look up his explanation of why he looked like he was throwing up in his.
Maybe
mouth
that's how she stays alive. She takes a little bit of everyone's soul when she does it.
That's what everyone said online.
Is that
They're
right?
like, I've just taken away 10 years of your life. You're like, I feel invigorated. Your youthful energy courses through me. You, on the other hand, will need Depends the way I did last week. I'm Madonna. Go on. You see my fake English accent? It's because I sucked the life of It's because I sucked the life out of one of the Spice Girls back in 1997.
And now her accent's like mysteriously gone again.
Is it?
Yeah. A little bit.
But she's got this way of talking that no other human does, you know? Like, I for years and years, Howard Stern was trying to get her on, and finally she went on, and I listened to it, and it was fantastic, fantastic interview. And Howard does what he always does and made me understand and be more sympathetic of the person who he was interviewing. Really dug in, got some great stuff out of her. And compelling interview, gave me a new respect for Madonna, reaffirmed to me that Howard Stern is the single greatest broadcaster of all time, and without him, we would all be nothing. But
for now,
she did have this weird-ass accent that I was like, it's not English, but it's not... It's a way no other human speaks. But whatever. Go on.
Saturday was record store day. Did you go and buy anything fun?
No, I was working. I was at the Buzz Fest. So, yeah. Record Store Day, in case you're not aware, it's a day to celebrate your preference for independent record stores and vinyl. But, much more importantly, a day to celebrate your preference for telling people how much you prefer independent record stores and vinyl.
I got the latest
credibility out.
Bruce Springsteen. Got the latest Bruce Springsteen on vinyl here. You want to check it out? Oh, sorry. Can't open it.
Yeah.
Leaving the cellophane on to that one.
Bruce Springsteen and Jack White, split single.
Plus, I don't have a record player. So.
You probably haven't heard it. There are like 2 or 3 of them. Anyways, go on.
Here's a shocker. Suge Knight turned 50 yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, man. I thought he was a lot older, but...
Me too. That means like back in the 90s when he was like a genuinely terrifying power lord of hip-hop, he was like 30 years old.
Yeah.
What are we doing wrong, Funkhauser?
Probably younger than that. We should have probably quote unquote murdered someone like 4 or 5 years ago. Then we would have credibility.
Is that why we're not further along in our careers? Because we don't off people?
Yeah, I think so. And we don't have good alibis.
Yeah.
We only do 1 hour here together.
Dude, that's crazy. Like, that means, like, before his 30s, he was a